What's up, everybody? So this is Colin Cowherd and Matt Hasselbeck, and they are talking about the Bengals re-signing their wide receivers and basically tying up all this money in three players. And I want to hear what they have to say.
Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, Jamar Chase. I know it's $40 million for a receiver, but you drafted him. You got criticized for drafting Jamar Chase. He's absolutely delivered. I think it's terrible for the fabric of an organization to let a first rounder who's delivered go. Am I full of it? That's my take on this league is pay the guys who have delivered for you.
I'll add to that. Pay him right away. Like, why wait? I remember being on teams. We get our draft picks, usually have like 7 to 10 draft picks or whatever. They come on your team. It does not take long for you to realize, like, that's a guy. Like, we want that guy that guy's a Hall of Famer. Like, he's a Ring of Honor guy. Like, we want that guy forever. Like, why wait? Why wait till the price goes way up? I remember we drafted a guy named Lofa Tatupu. Everyone's like, I don't know. He's going to be our backup middle linebacker this year. Like, yeah, right. That dude was in 3 Pro Bowls in a row right away. 1, 2, 3. Like, why wait? There's absolutely no reason to wait. So I love that the fact that they were able to keep everybody together. My critique would be you knew these guys were the kind of guys you wanted to keep. So figure it out way sooner. Otherwise, now what do you do? Now you've turned into like what the Indianapolis Colts were with Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. On the other side of the ball, they had Freeney and Mathis. Like, now you need to figure out other guys that can sort of like help you, accomplish your goal of raising a Lombardi, because that's really what these contracts are saying. Hey, you guys better go figure it out and help us raise Lombardi.
By the way, let me throw this out. When you're on a team and your team in free agency goes and buys players, and Milton Williams to the Patriots signed an Aaron Donald deal, does it ever create, that's why I worry about free agency, does it ever create a little resentment when a D lineman comes in and gets 60% more than the guy that's been there drafted and is a better player?
The weird thing for me, like, I'll use the Seattle Seahawks when I was there as an example. Like, a lot of us had been there for the Seahawks, like giving up like broken bones, blood, sweat, tears for the Seahawks. And then all of a sudden we would bring in free agents on Paul Allen's plane on their visits and wine and dine them. And it was like, man, you would never wine and dine us. Like, and then those guys don't even sign with our team. They signed like with our rival. And it was just like this weird, like, this feels weird, man. Like, this feels really weird. I think the Seahawks over the years have done an amazing job of not making players feel that way. But I think there's other teams around the league that they get some of that stuff wrong. And I'm sure it's like in every company, like, take care of the people who are there giving it all, giving it their all for you, rather than like sort of like throwing a going away party for the person who just quit on you. It's like a weird, doesn't make sense sometimes.
Matt Hasselbeck, great as always as free agency.
Okay, so they kind of started talking about Higgins and Chase being re-signed, and then he like pivoted to the Seahawks, but whatever. He's a Seahawks alumni. That makes sense. A lot of the arguments I see against re-signing Chase and Higgins, people make it online, is because of like the cap number and how it's going to take up a lot of cap room. But I say to those people, you guys are fucking nerds. If you're worried about cap space, you're going to have this dynamic duo at wide receiver and this awesome quarterback just airing it out every week. And it hasn't worked yet, but if everyone stays healthy, you're always going to be in contention. Worry about the rest of the team later. Bengals are set. Bengals are going to be fun to watch for the next few years with those guys locked up. How could you not want that if you're a Bengals fan? Don't worry about the defense. If your team's scoring 40 points a game, chances are you're going to win most weeks. You might lose some shootouts, but you're not going to be playing offensive juggernauts every week. You'll draft some guys on defense. Some guys will step up. Don't worry about it. Matt Hasselbeck made a good point. Like, you drafted those guys. You want to bring them in. You want those guys on your team. Those are the faces of your franchise. Yeah, hell yeah. Pay them all. That's your team. Your Burrow, Higgins, and Chase. Everyone else is interchangeable, and that's totally cool. Yeah, you're not going to be able to bring in a top-notch free agent, whatever. You're probably going to lose your running back, like, you know, when he becomes eligible for free agency, whomever. It doesn't matter. You got those three, you're going to be contenders for a long time. Fill the pieces as they come. Cap only goes up every year also, so I don't know. That's just my thoughts. What do you guys think? I don't think it was a mistake at all. I think, if anything, like Hasselbeck said, like, you should have made this deal sooner. It should have happened last offseason. Everyone should have been signed, sealed, delivered. Let's move on. If you can't make it work, whatever. It is what it is. This team should be able to make it work. And if the coach has got to be the next one to go, then so be it. We'll make that decision later on. Right now, you made the decision. Let's keep the team. I'm excited. I'm excited for the Bengals. They came on late last year. Once everyone got healthy, they made a run. They almost made the playoffs. I feel like if they had made the playoffs and they snuck in at that 7th seed, I don't even know if the Bills get out of that wild card round. The Bengals seem to have the Bills' number. And then they would have went to Kansas City. Who knows? Who knows? Who really knows? That would have been something. But they'll be healthy this year, and hopefully they'll start strong. They kind of come out of the gate flat for the month of September. Hopefully this September coming up, they'll come out pretty strong, win some games, not find themselves in like a 0-3, 1-4 hole and having to play catch up. If you come out of September 3-2, you're setting yourself up for success, I think, with that team. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to be a Bengals fan. I'm a Bengals admirer from afar. That was one of the teams I always pull for. I always liked Boomer Esiason as a kid. Icky Woods. I remember that season. Always been an admirer, but I'm not a fan. Don't get me wrong. Like, I hope you guys don't win, but it'll be exciting if you do. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.